Okay, hello everybody. Matt Brown again with another episode of the Brain Injury TBI Chronicles. I don't know what we're calling it. Um, but what I wanted to talk to you about today is something that I learned. Maybe you guys already knew. Apparently, it's an older term and they just don't use it anymore. But in my chart, I noticed that it said organic brain syndrome and traumatic brain injury. And I also have been told by another specialist that I do have encephalopathy. So I knew what that was. I knew what the traumatic brain injury was. I didn't know what organic brain syndrome meant. To me, organic means something you've grown on a farm or, something you buy at the grocery store. Organic doesn't it didn't occur to me that it could be um, anything physically related. But apparently, when I did some research, organic brain syndrome just means that there is injury or damage to the brain that is caused by something physical and not something mental. So basically, it's not a mental illness. It's not all in your head. It's not just stress and anxiety or whatever some doctors want to pin it on. It's structural, physical damage to the brain. Um, the axons, the dendrites, and all the parts of the brain that can be damaged, even though they can't be seen on an MRI. Um, they're irreversible damage, and when those dendrites die, they release a toxin in your brain. So that's real. Just because you can't see it on an MRI doesn't mean that it's not there. Um, but just so everybody is clear, if they see organic brain syndrome on their chart, it just means that it is a physical damage, not mental. So if you have an insurance company like I do, who will only cover your injury if it is a physical injury, they will not cover mental illness. I needed that in my chart. It needs to say that because that proves that it is a physical injury. If it's physical damage, whatever it was caused by is irrelevant. It just means that it's of a physical nature and not manifested by your mind. So I think that's important to know. Any questions? Please reach out to me.